So record amount of immigration, which is leading to population growth exponentially and surpassing the jobs growth, is definitely a problem to be addressed in Canada. But the other problem that we are not talking about is the emigration, which is the opposite of immigration, which means Canadians are leaving Canada in record numbers. According to this article published by CBC actually 2 months ago, it's not that old, and they're quoting that in 2022, 126,340 Canadians have left Canada to the US. Okay, and that number is the highest in the last 10 years. Okay, it is 70% more than the people left in 2012. So definitely there is a huge uptick in the amount of Canadians leaving Canada to the US, and that number is just only talking about Canadians moving to the US. Okay, we don't know, or we don't have the numbers available yet, that how many Canadians have left to Mexico or Panama or Middle East or Asia. There could be, thousands of Canadians have left to those destinations. We don't have that number yet. Okay, but this figure itself is telling you a story that the number of Canadians leaving Canada has been exponential in the last few years. And if you go through this article, you can get a sense that majority of the Canadians are leaving because of the number one reason, which is the cost of living. The cost of living has been exponential in this country for the past few years, and there are so many different reasons. Definitely housing is one of the major reasons, plus the higher amount of taxes. We are seeing huge amount of taxes being imposed upon us, right? I was reading an article from Kim Moody in Financial Post, and he also talks about the same thing. He said this government has been attacking Canadians using taxes since 2015. So the first attack was on December 7th, 2015, when this government increased the personal tax rates for the rich, quote unquote. Okay, and this was effective from 2016 onwards. Then there was another attack on July 18, 2017, when they introduced the taxes on the SMB business owners, categorizing them that they are the tax cheats, similar to what they have done, for the doctors using capital gains tax, right? So they were accusing doctors that they are cheating the tax system. So that's why they have to impose them capital gains tax hike recently in this year. So taxes and the growing amount of taxes in this country is definitely one of the major reasons why Canadians are leaving. Okay, cost of living, that includes pretty much everything, housing, taxes, grocery. And the third thing is the healthcare. So our healthcare system is overcrowded. The service levels have been declining, right? God forbid if something happens to you serious, you'll have to wait at least 8 months before you can see a specialist. Okay, forget about getting a family doctor. So there is a huge lineup for family doctors. A lot of Canadians are actually living without family doctor, and then we are approaching a recessionary period, which means there will be less amount of jobs available for Canadians here, which will pile up more reasons upon Canadians that why they have to leave Canada. So if you go through this article, you can see the comments from the people who have already left, or the people who have been helping their clients to move. So you can conclude the same story, that housing crisis, cost of living, high insurance, higher taxes, poor healthcare system. The weather is itself a challenge, and we don't have enough job opportunities because federal government is pushing the foreign capital out by imposing these taxes upon them. Okay, they're also banning Chinese EVs. Guess what? If you are banning the second biggest economy in the world, what do you think is going to happen to your economy? Okay, so all of these things are policy driven. Okay, taxes is a policy decision. Not funding your healthcare is a policy decision. Increasing your population using temporary immigration is a policy decision. Not issuing timely permits for the housing is a policy decision. Attacking SMB owners and the doctors under the name of tax fairness using capital gains tax is a policy decision. And now targeting the boomers to tax them on their paper home equity, it is also a policy decision. So when you combine all of these things, you can drive your own conclusions. But what I'm trying to say here is the government is making policies which is creating divide in the community, which is pushing people away from Canada. If somebody has an option, I can tell you they are either considering or already left Canada. Okay, people have choices, people have options, and the rich people have always options on the table. They can put some investment into any country, get the passport, move across. A lot of countries are actually selling their passport if you're willing to invest into their real estate or into their government funds, like Dubai, like Turkey or Argentina and Panama and other countries. The weather is awesome over there. Okay, it's not a winter wasteland. If you're running your own business and the business is online, you can pretty much work from anywhere. So people have choices. Okay, it's not like 1980s or 1990s when people were stuck with the physical location where they have to work on. Okay, now the work dynamics have been changed. This whole hybrid work, remote work has changed the overall scenario for people. If they have better finances, they are running business online, they can move pretty much everywhere. And this is a loss for Canada itself, because if high net worth individuals, high potential individuals are leaving Canada because they are being punished with higher taxes, they're getting poor healthcare, they're paying a lot in terms of their cost of living, and they can pretty much save a lot of money just moving across the border. So that is going to hurt Canada in the long run, because then who's gonna left in Canada is pretty much the people who have no choices. Okay, so I think the government has to think about it. Like this, the policy decision that they're taking is completely ruining this country. Is pushing the successful Canadians out of this country, pushing the capital out of this country, and this will hurt Canadians in the long run. Like this government will be replaced next year. Okay, there will be another government. I don't know how they will handle these policy decisions, but somebody has to think through the consequences in the long run. Whatever policy decision they will drive, they have to think about how this is going to benefit Canada at large in the long run. Anyway, if you are one of those Canadians looking to move, let me know. I have some good lawyers and tax consultants that can help you to make that decision. Because if you leave Canada, you have to do a lot of tax planning. Okay, you cannot just pack your bags and get on a plane and move. There's a lot of tax implications as well. I have done a podcast with one of my friends. We had talked about all those tax implications at length. Okay, so you must consider your tax planning if you're planning to move Canada, because there is an exit tax that you have to pay before you leave Canada. Anyway, like this video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe. If you are looking for any financial planning, kids education planning, or retirement planning, let me know. I have partnership with Aegon Research. They can give you the excellent and honest advice. And check the links below. There's some free stuff available for you, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye. If you are an investor in the US, in Canada, or in Europe, and you are considering investing into Dubai real estate market, this video is for you, because we have a platform called Stake, which allows you to invest into the residential real estate market and start earning rental income right away without going through a lengthy documentation process or coming up with a heavy down payment. Stake is built upon the concept of crowdfunding. So it is democratizing the entire investment strategy and allows you to own a single unit of the entire investment portfolio. So you don't have to own the entire property, right? You can be part of the pool that can actually own a piece of property, a piece of real estate. So that allows you to start with as low as 2,000 dirhams, and you can slowly ramp up. So as you start investing into it, you can not only own a bit of real estate, but you also get a portion of the rental income on monthly basis. So it's a passive investment strategy, diversifying your portfolio from traditional North American or European markets into Dubai, which is hustling and bustling and growing very fast, and allows you to build your wealth over time. So don't delay. There is a link down there in the description. If you click on this, it will give you free 200 dirhams in your account right away to start with, and you can thank me later. Sorry for the interruption, guys. Just wanted to let you know that we have a team of realtors which is covering the entire GTA as well as some outside areas as well, like Brent region where I am based off, and I help out the clients in this region as well. So if you have any needs with regards to real estate transactions, buying, selling, investing, renting, let me know. There is a link down there where you can book a one-to-one consulting call with me, and we will be more than happy to help you out. Let's get back to the video.